It's official, President Trump signed off on the government funding bill as well as the stimulus bill. I'll give you all the details on that as well as what is going on with the $2,000 stimulus check. But first, if you're wondering why I'm filming in a random bathroom, I'm staying with some family and this was the only quiet corner of the house, and this is really big news that I wanted to give you. Also, if you could do me a quick favor and hit the like button down below, this way YouTube could share this video with more people. Let's get right into it. So Trump signed the COVID relief bill as well as the government funding bill. Today, December 28th, is the deadline. If he did not sign it, then we would have a government shutdown. So some of the quick highlights: this is the same bill, the government funding bill, that President Trump called with wasteful spending as well as a disgrace. And also, this is the same bill that he said the $600 stimulus check was too low and that he wanted to be $2,000. So at this point, we are getting $600 stimulus checks the same way it was a week ago when Congress signed it, and all of the wasteful spending is still in play. But I'll give you details of what President Trump said. One of the biggest problems with this delay is that around 14 million people are temporarily losing unemployment just because it starts on a Sunday, and because it was signed off on a Sunday, unemployment benefits won't start until the following Sunday. So let's get into it. President Trump tweeted 15 hours ago saying, "Good news on COVID relief bill, information to follow." That's the last he said, and then shortly after that he signed the bill. Then his Judd Deere, which is the Deputy Assistant to the President of the United States, he tweeted last night saying, "President Donald Trump has signed the H.R. 133 Act making consolidated appropriations for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2021, providing coronavirus emergency response and relief, and for other purposes." So these are the two bills together, the government funding and the stimulus bill. He goes on to say, a statement from President Donald Trump, it says, "As president, I have told Congress that I want far less wasteful spending and more money going to the American people in the form of $2,000 checks per adult and $600 per child. The president is sending a strong message that makes clear to Congress that wasteful items need to be removed, sending back to Congress redline version, item by item, accompanied by the formal rescission request to Congress insisting that those funds be removed from the bill. The president is signing this bill to restore unemployment benefits, stop evictions, provide rental assistance, add money for PPP, return our airline workers back to work, add substantially more money for vaccine distribution, and much more." On Monday, the House will vote to increase payments to individuals from $600 to $2,000. Therefore, a family of four would receive $5,200. I'll give you more information on that in a moment. Additionally, Congress promised that Section 230, which so unfairly benefits big tech at the expense of the American people, will be reviewed and either be terminated or substantially reformed. Likewise, the House and Senate have agreed to focus strongly on the very substantial voter fraud which took place in the November 3rd presidential election. Then he says the Senate will start the process for a vote that increases checks to $2,000, repeal Section 230, and start an investigation into voter fraud. Then he says, "Much more money is coming. I will never give up to the fight for the American people." Now, a couple of interesting things about this. Now that the bill is officially signed, which means it's going to give out $600 stimulus checks. In terms of timeline, Steve Mnuchin said about a week from the time that it would be officially signed. So it's probably going to be maybe next Monday, definitely into January, most likely not in December. Another thing I wanted to point out is he said that the Senate will start the process for a vote that increases checks to $2,000. So what this means, let me get into that in a moment, but the House is going to have a vote for $2,000 stimulus checks. Last week they had a unanimous consent. It was blocked by the Republicans. Today they're actually going to have a full-on vote. I'll get into that in a moment. There's one more thing I wanted to point out. I think that was it. All right, so let's move on to that. What's going on with $2,000 stimulus checks? So, $2,000 stimulus checks, House is going to vote on $2,000 stimulus checks after Trump signs the coronavirus spending package. So he signed it last night. Chuck Schumer, last night, 8:52, shortly after the signing of it, he said, "The House will pass a bill to give Americans $2,000 checks. Then I will move to pass it in the Senate. No Democrats will object. We'll send it Republicans." So the House, it's majority of Democrats. They've passed the HEROES Act 2 times, which was going to give $1,200 stimulus checks, and it just died in the Senate. It's probably going to be the same thing with this unless President Trump steps in and convinces the Senate Republicans. It's going to have a vote today. So the House is going to meet in the afternoon, and they're not going to have a vote, it's saying, until early evening today. So what that means is that it's most likely going to pass in the House because all the Democrats want the $2,000 stimulus check. Then when it comes to the Republicans, it's probably not going to pass in the Senate or even have a vote in the Senate. This entire time during the $2,000 stimulus check by President Trump, Senator Mitch McConnell, who is the Senate Majority Leader, he has been completely silent on $2,000 stimulus checks. So it's going to pass in the House, and then basically the ball is in the court of the Senate Republicans. It's up to President Trump to put pressure on his fellow Republicans to have it pass. So we don't know what's going to happen with that yet. I'll keep you updated. That is all the stimulus news I have for you right now. I'll give you more later as more details come out. And I wanted to wish all of you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to everybody. So I've been staying with some family for the past few days. That's the reason why I haven't been able to film. And this news was so important, I just had to lock myself in a bathroom to give you this news. Anyways, if you want to feel in a better mood, I recommend clicking this video over here. It's Denzel Washington's Rules for Success. In Hollywood, he's a great actor, but outside of Hollywood, off the set, he has so much wisdom to share. So I recommend clicking that video right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.